Hi, welcome to another episode of Wellness with Wandia. Today I'm taking you on an amazing journey of gorilla tracking and hiking the Virungas in southern Uganda. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. If there's one adventure that has absolutely blown my mind away, is the gorilla trekking experience and hiking in southwest Uganda. The very first time I got to experience the gorillas, because I've experienced them more than once, because you really can do this more than once. The very first time I got up close and personal with the gorillas, my tongue was hanging out of my mouth. I had been told that this experience would bring us pretty close to the gorillas. If you're lucky, you will get to experience them within an hour or half an hour of looking for them. And if you're not very lucky, you could actually trek the whole day and maybe find them or not find them. Although they promised us we're going to find them. So we get to the starting point of the Gainga forest, and we were told where the gorilla family is, and we set out to look for them. Within about an hour and a half, we found this amazing, huge animal, which they say shares 98% DNA with human beings, so they're our closest living relatives on Earth. So as we were standing somewhere along the trail, this family of gorillas are just doing what they normally do. We can see the little baby somewhere around there. We can see the silverback. And at some point, the silverback decides that he wants to move his family from one point to the other. And what does the gorilla then do? What does this silverback then do? He pulls himself up into his full height, beats upon his chest, and then comes charging. We had been warned by the guide, do not move, do not blink, just stand still. Now imagine this huge creature charging towards you. Fortunately or unfortunately, I was the guy who was standing at the front. So the gorilla charged all the way and just stopped like centimeters in front of me. I don't know how I did not collapse. I don't know how I did not run. I could hear the people behind me breathing very heavily. And then the guide just said, start extending yourself. Extend yourself. Extend yourself. And I started moving backwards. That is what he meant by saying extending yourself. Being in the presence of these mighty gorillas, which could snap me if it chose to, made me just recognize how fortunate I am to be able to travel to the places that I travel to. It gave me an amazing respect for nature. It also helped me understand the magic that actually exists if we allow ourselves to experience it. It also helped me appreciate that different people are equipped to handle different situations, different circumstances. And it also just showed me that indeed, I know how to follow directions, because otherwise I'd have collapsed, but I didn't. So because we are mountain slayers, to every destination that we go to, there should be a component of hiking. So when you're able to join us for the gorilla trekking alone, I also established that the Virungas are a mountain range that you definitely want to hike when you're in the southern part of Uganda. The Virungas stretches across a couple of countries: Uganda, Rwanda, DRC, and Burundi. Again, you never really know about the difference of these trails until you get there. And because we were just there for a day hike, we chose Sabyinyo because the summit sits upon border of three countries, the DRC, Rwanda, and Uganda. And I said, that's iconic. If we're able to put our Mountain Slayers flag at that point, it will be beautiful. So that's the one that we chose. Little did I know what we had selected. We get to the base of the mountain on the day of the hike. We leave the people who are not hiking to enjoy themselves. And we start off. This is a beautiful, I want to call it indigenous forest, which has got amazing flora and fauna. Actually, it's also the home to the golden monkeys, which is one of those species which is what's it called? I don't remember what the word is. We'll have to look for the word. Endemic. Thank you. Endemic to the Bwindi forest. So the golden monkeys are endemic to the Gainga National Park. So we begin our hike on that particular day. And after hiking for about maybe an hour, we come across our first ladders. And I had been told the ladders are across this mountain trail, but I did not understand. You don't fully understand until you're there. And I'm the kind of person who, yes, I'm going to understand what you're looking for, but I won't look for the detail, because then you'll miss out the magic when you get there. So the first set of ladders is along our path. And when I say ladders, don't imagine that it is the ladders that you see being positioned along houses and people want to paint. It is ladders, but they are uneven, so you have to be very careful as you go up. This being the first set of ladders meant that we went up, I would say close to 30 ladders as we hiked. And when you look back down over what it is that you are crossing, you appreciate the ingenuousness of putting ladders there. Otherwise, the trails would be very steep. This trail has got 3 different summits before getting to the final summit that sits across the 3 borders. To say it was challenging is actually not even doing it a service. It's actually doing it a disservice. So the first peak, we had our first casualties. People said, this is enough for me, leave me here. We continued. Second peak, people also said casualties. Finally, those who are able and had the strength were able to get to the final summit, and they were rewarded by the beauty all around us. I can't say it enough, but one of the main reasons why I hike and hike regularly is the things that you get to see with your naked eyes. You can't see them on TV. You can't see them in your location. You have to move. You have to step out of your comfort zone to be able to experience this. And even putting your mind and body through the rigors of walking these trails is what enables you to develop a certain type of resilience. It also gives you the confidence to be able to withstand the challenges that you may be going through in your regular daily life. And another thing is that the bonds that are formed with the people that you hike these trails with is one that is so special, because you are the ones who are speaking a foreign language that nobody else can be able to relate to, because they have not been able to be on these trails. The magic of the outdoors is something that you must experience at some time in your life. Hiking, for me and for many people, is about resetting your internal system. Getting back to factory settings, that's what it is. Life has a way of amping you up and leaving you feeling very frazzled and overwhelmed. Getting out into nature, challenging your body, challenging your mind as we go through this amazing magical experiences has a way of resetting our emotions, our outlook on life, and has a way of energizing us. I would encourage you to join the Mountain Slayers community to be able to experience this in a safe and supportive hiking community. Mountain Slayers could be the ideal hiking partner for you, and travel partner as well, because you don't necessarily always have to hike. You could also just travel with us to the magical destinations that we select. Join us this August as we head to Uganda to experience the mighty gorillas and the beauty of the virungas. Call the number below to join our community and to experience wellness with Wandia. If you're not sure or you've got questions, make sure you've locked the number below and let's have a conversation. It will allow you to unlock different areas of yourself and of your life simply by betting on yourself and starting this fantastic and magical journey. Karibu. For more stories and up-to-date information, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow our channel. Thank you. Leave a comment below.